Today, we're flying on JetBlue's weird younger sibling. Breeze Airways and JetBlue share the same CEO, but have different business models. Both of them are low-cost carriers, but instead of being like JetBlue and using the hub-and-spoke model, they use point-to-point. All that means is just connecting two cities without a stopover at a major hub. However, this is only convenient to the passengers that need to get in between those specific departure and arrival airports. Like Avella when I flew on them the other week, some of their routes are also to or from the major airport to the unserved airport, like what Legion does with their point-to-point work. But today we won't be on one of them. The plan today is to take one of their many Airbus A220-300s, what they use for almost all their commercial flights, from John Wayne in Santa Ana, California, up to Ogden, Utah, just outside of Salt Lake City. I reviewed Breeze in their all-economy Embraer 190 back when they were just getting started in 2021, over 3 years ago, but that's when they were just getting started. So what has changed since then? As like JetBlue's Mint product, Breeze also has a business class too, so what's that like? It's cheap business class on a low-cost carrier, so is it any good? I paid about $196 USD for this flight, so let's see what that got me. And are they really quote-unquote seriously nice? They also do a number of transcons now, so how do they accommodate those on board? What's going on, guys? Casey Flower here. Join me as we see what they're like these days and put their low-cost service to the test. Checking in online is only the same 3 steps you'd get with most other airlines. After acknowledging you aren't smuggling anything fiery or army, then you'll get another chance to change your seats. Before the boarding pass is rewarded to you, you'll have another chance to add on extra bags. Since I was in the Ascent fare, or business class fare, I was allowed way more than enough than what I had, so that wasn't a problem at all. Fourth and finally, the boarding pass is landed. Me being the sort of a risky traveler that I am, I gave myself a self-transfer switching airlines in Santa Ana with only about 30 minutes in between the gate arrival at the inbound flight and the time of boarding this one. So, right after I deplaned my Spirit flight from Las Vegas, it was only a single round of the waiting game until they were ready for us on board this one. I didn't even have time to film the segment after the intro at the gate, but our 2-year-old A220 up to Ogden will be November 216 Bravo Zulu. She was delivered brand new in October of 2022. The regular economy seats have a width of 18 inches, a pitch of 30, and a recline of 3. The extra legroom economy seats are the same, but they just have 3 extra inches of legroom, 33 inches of pitch. But our Breeze Ascent business class seat this morning will be 3A, with a pitch of 39 inches, a width of 20.5, and a recline of 7. Alright, welcome aboard the Breeze Airbus A220 in the Ascent seats, which is their business class, first class product that they have. But by the looks of it, on the seat map, we do not have a seatmate here sitting next to us in the aisle seat. So I kind of have my own space the whole time. Yay me. So yeah, it's supposed to be pretty full back there, but up here in kind of the first class area, it's relatively empty. We got quite a few rows, including this one, that's going to be empty. But anyway, give you guys a brief seat tour before we get out of here. So we don't have the seatback IFE, but we do have a device holder. So the entertainment is bring your own device. So just pull this part up and then pull this part up. So platform which will hold your device and kind of a barrier here to like hold it in place. Lift this part up and it secures in place like that. But the whole platform here is kind of free falling like that. It is stiff, but it's still kind of free falling. So if your device is on the heavier side, phone or iPad on the heavier side, it might push down enough to where it falls like that, but it's still pretty stiff, and hopefully that doesn't happen. So put that down and put it away. Coat hook here in case you need that. You have in-seat power here inside the armrest in the front there. So we have USB A, C, and universal power, as well as some additional storage. We also have some additional storage right here for like a laptop or something. So for the device holder, there is an entertainment browser that can be connected to, so you don't have to download any entertainment or download anything that'll keep you busy. But I'm not sure if it's an actual internet that can be connected to as Wi-Fi or just an entertainment browser. There was a bit of a sticker on the side of the plane that had a Wi-Fi symbol, so I would think it's just Wi-Fi that you can connect to. But we'll see what that is once we get airborne. I tried connecting to it here on the ground too, and it didn't work. Nothing happened. So I don't think it'll work until we get airborne, so we'll check that out. There's also a menu in the seat back pocket, which we'll also check out once we get airborne. So other than that, they just closed the cabin door and the jet bridge is moving away, and we'll be out of here in the next minute or so.
This is your captain speaking. My name is Jeff. I got you for an hour and 24 minutes. That's from wheels up to wheels down. We're going to Ogden. The weather looks pretty good there. We got a great airplane, seriously nice flight crew in the back. We'll do the best we can to give you a nice ride. We just came from Provo. It's pretty nice. Between here and there, the only thing left to do is light this puppy and take you guys to Utah. See you there.
First Officer Curtis, my name is Marissa. I'm assisted by Tegan and Holly in the main cabin today. We're excited to have you aboard. Look forward to serving you. Our flying time to Ogden is scheduled for about an hour and 24 minutes. If you could please pause your conversations and direct your attention to the flight attendant in the cabin as we provide important safety information about our flight.
As we lined up for 20 right, I was ready for Santa Ana's infamous noise abatement procedure departure. Alright friends, we are airborne out of John Wayne and on our way up to Ogden. Something really cool I just found about the seat is that it doesn't only recline, but it also has a bit of a leg rest. So if we look down here at the armrest, we got these two buttons. The forward one controls the leg rest and the aft one controls the recline. So hold that down. You kind of got to push it with your back. So push it down. It has a recline of, I believe, 8 inches, 7 or 8 inches, whatever I said in the seat intro in the beginning. So it reclines like so, and then if you do the leg rest, hold that up and kind of lift your legs up with it so it can lift up. But there you go. You got a whole leg rest going on here. So down, up. As I kind of hold the button there, it goes up and down, but fully kind of like relaxed position here. The first class flight attendant is coming through with a snack basket to give out snacks and then take drink orders. So we'll go ahead and see what she's got and check out the menu. Alright, got my phone plugged in there and I can confirm that the in-seat power does in fact work. But we can come in the armrests and pull out our tray table like so and let it down like that. We also have another device holder here, so lift that up. It's a lot more formal than the one on the seat back pocket, but we have our menu down here, our Breeze menu, so we can go ahead and open it up here and see what they got for us. Pretty standard. Since this is technically a low-cost airline, it does run with the no-frills model when it comes to the menu. So beverages, drinks for $4. So sodas, juices for $4. Come down here, we gotta add on the Breeze card. Also got beer, alcohol for $9.50, liquor for $10, premium liquors for $12. Bites, so what the flight attendant is going to come through in the snack basket for bites for $4.50. And then the premium snacks is this stuff. So that's for $10. So the first class Breeze Ascent gets everything for free. So free drink, free snacks, free alcohol. I would think these two would be for free, but definitely the free snacks and free alcohol would be for free. But the people back there, not even the people back there, if they didn't pay up front for the drinks and snacks that would be already included in their fare, obviously they'd be free. But if they didn't pay for the snacks already up front, then they're going to have to pay for it on board. But yeah, since these were all included in the first class fare, they're all complimentary. But there you go, there's our menu for the flight, and that's what Breeze has on all their flights. Hey, how are you?
Complimentary snacks?
I'm all good for snacks, thank you.
Good?
Yeah.
Do you want anything to drink?
Sprite no ice, please.
Right, no ice.
Thank you so much. Awesome. Alright. Cheers, friends. We're actually just now flying over Las Vegas, which is funny because that's where I started my day this morning. Flew out of there heading southwest to John Wayne. Now we're flying back over it heading northeast. But anyway, while I have my drink now, I figured out how to get the Wi-Fi browser up and running. So you actually have to put in Flybreeze Wi-Fi in a Safari search, then it'll load up and then let you in. There is free internet that is available. There is free texting. There are free shows and movies, and there's also a flight tracker. Go on the flight tracker, it just shows the standard altitude, airspeed, distance to go, and a flight map. And for the internet itself, it is free for anyone. It's not just a Ascent first class thing. It is free for everyone. Even if you got the bare fare and the most restricted fare, it'll still be free. All you need to get access to it is a Breeze account, and it should work fine. But when I tried getting in, I couldn't really get it connected or activated. There's a whole terms and conditions thing you have to go through with the provider that lets Breeze use the Wi-Fi and that provides it with the Wi-Fi. But I scrolled through that and I couldn't find any sort of thing to say that I agree or get it activated. So I'm not entirely sure what that's all about. That might be just me being me and not knowing how anything works. But I don't know, maybe you can figure it out on your own or watch the video back or somehow, I don't know. I'm sure it's there, I'm sure it works, but I couldn't get it working on my end. Also, if you can't get it to work, there's also the free shows and movies that you can get. There's a pretty decent selection, so you can screw through that. So free new releases, free movies, free TV shows, so pretty good selection if you don't have a Breeze account and don't want to get the Wi-Fi or can't get the Wi-Fi to work for whatever reason. But there you go, that's the Wi-Fi network, pretty extensive. I don't know if this needs to be said, but something else worth mentioning is that in-seat power is available at every seat back there, not just the Breeze Ascent seats. So just by looking back at the extra legroom economy seats, it's just the USB A and C and not really any in-seat power. But that's a thing that's available at all the economy seats with the device holder as well, so you can mount your device up while connected to the Wi-Fi and have your own entertainment system on there. So really, in essence, the only difference between the regular economy seats and the first class seats are just the overall dimensions of the seat. The seat's just bigger. Everything else is included in the fare. The snacks are, the drinks are included in the fare, the baggage are included in the fare, so the carry-on, the 2 check bags, and that's just not included in the fare for the economy. Because in economy, you're only paying for what you need. When more in the first class, you're willing to spend more and have a more comfortable experience. So you get a free personal item, free carry-on, and 2 free check bags, making it a lot more comfortable. Seat dimensions, so a lot of legroom, wide, big tray table, big seat. When really the only difference between the economy seats back there and the first class seats up there are just really the general dimensions. And everything else is just included in this first class fare. Alright, and just like that, we have flown from sea to snow. We're on our final descent into Ogden. This is actually my final flight of the year 2024. I know this video is coming out in the end of January, but I'm filming this on December 30th, 2024. But this has been an absolute mental year of flying and filming and bringing you guys along on these trips. Been on some absolute crazy airlines, crazy aircraft types, been to a bunch of fun places, both out of the US and in the US locally. Air Inuit, 732, 733, Lufthansa 744, Cape Air Technam, VIP, configured CRJ, a lot of cool stuff that I've enjoyed taking you guys along for absolutely all of it. And I don't see it stopping in 2025. So here's to a great year 2025. If you want to see my flights off camera, like the one I did into John Wayne with Spirit earlier this morning, you can go follow me on Instagram, KSCA Flyer. I always post when I fly off camera, when I either need to get somewhere to film or need to just get somewhere on my own or travel on my own and not filming anything. But yeah, I always post the flight number before every flight so you can track me and watch me in real time as I fly. Yeah, as creepy as it sounds, watch me as I fly, but anyway, that's all good. I've always enjoyed bringing you guys along and filming the airline no matter how good or bad it is. Speaking of how good or bad it is, I'm going to use this time on the way in to rate and review the airline using my channel original rating system, the Raleigh rating scale. I call it that because my first name is Raleigh. If you're new here, I use 6 different categories to show how the airline did overall. So, on the rest of the way in, we'll see how Breeze Airways did today. Also, I apologize for not being able to do the Lou review. This flight went by pretty quick, and I was pretty busy filming everything and covering everything that I did not have time to get up and film the Lou. But I'm pretty sure that it's a standard, nice, beautiful, clean A220 Lou, like the entire rest of this cabin was. The service was a 10 out of 10. All of the flight attendants were very young, professional, relaxed, and took great care of us. They were efficient with both getting us out 10 minutes early and the snack and beverage services. They are also responsible for the turnarounds in Ogden, as there's no cleaning crew up there. Also, the pilots would chill and had some humor, as they did with Breeze back in the day. The cleanliness was a 10 out of 10. From the second I walked in, the presentation was beautiful. All around, the cabin looked really sharp and well maintained, especially the windows. There was this awkward piece of tape on the side of my center armrest, but I couldn't tell you who put that there. Not the airline's fault. The Wi-Fi was a 7 out of 10. It was available to everyone for free, but I just couldn't get my phone to connect to it. Me being the silly Billy that I am, I realized that there's a video that you have to watch to activate it, as like it is with most carriers. But that didn't seem to work either. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, maybe it is just me. There were instructions on the menu and online on how to connect, and I'm pretty sure I did it right. If it was just me, then it would be better if the instructions were a little more clear. But if it wasn't just me, then don't rely on it working. The food was an 8 out of 10. There was an okay amount of snacks to choose from. The amount of snack selection was pretty typical to what you would get on a full-service airline anyway. As far as the beverages go, there are a lot to choose from, but if your ticket is the most basic fare, Breeze Nice, then they all buy on board, as the snacks and drinks weren't included in that fare. They were included though, however, in my Breeze Ascent business class fare. There are also a few combos available as seen on the menu, which can save you a few dollars if you wanted something a little extra. The entertainment was a 7 out of 10. It is bring your own device, so there is free internet available on the Wi-Fi, and I'm sure it's fast and reliable if you can get it working on your end, but it didn't work for me, so don't rely on it. There was an okay amount of shows and movies that were available, along with the free messaging and a flight tracker. The seat was a 9 out of 10. The seat's ability to recline and its leg rest was seriously nice to have, and they both had a comfortable range. It was the standard United States first class seat with an acceptable amount of legroom and width. There were many in-seat power sources in front of the armrest with USB-A, C, and universal power. There's a device holder for your bring your own device in-flight entertainment. Finally, there are plenty of storage around the seats for anything you brought on board with you. The one thing docking off that point is that the universal outlet itself did work, but it was just a little hit or miss. Whenever I tried to plug in, sometimes it would charge and other times it won't. But I found that the USB-A and C slots worked a lot better though. So the overall rating for this flight is going to be an 8.5 out of 10. After parking, I had to go up to the office to get one last question answered.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Boy, you're way too old for this. It's 12 and under only. I'm just kidding.
I know. How you guys doing?
I'm Jeff. This is Curtis.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Good.
Good.
You?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
And your name?
Raleigh.
Raleigh? Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Yeah.
Questions?
How was the flight up for you guys?
What's that?
How was the flight up here for you guys?
It was pretty good.
Awesome.
It's always good up
So,
here.
what you do one like you taking a picture or you taking a video?
Video.
All
Of
right.
the surrounding area.
We'll show you our Christmas lights.
Yeah. So I flew with you guys back in 2021 when you guys were just the E190s.
Nice.
Okay.
So is that what you guys started on, or
What's
No.
it?
is that?
Well, just I did because that's what they needed when I got here because they were not getting Airbuses as fast from Airbuses they needed. So I came to work for a guy that's doing so well he can borrow airplanes from himself to start a new airline. So yeah, I flew the
Well, that's Neeleman for
E-Jet
you.
for a little while. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're using that just as like a stopgap just until we get
Yeah.
more airplanes from the manufacturer.
I mean, for now, the E-Jets are just for like the charter operations too. So
Well, yes, somewhat, yeah.
yeah. Were you on the E before, or still the A2?
I've always been on the A220, so
Awesome. Yeah.
this is home for me.
Awesome. Yeah. How do you like it so far?
It's good.
Awesome.
Great, man.
Do you have a preference between the E or the A2?
There's definitely things I like on either one. I like the auto thrust in the E-Jet was nicer because you could help it out a little bit without it kicking off. This, as soon as you touch it, it kicks off the auto throttle and cruise. So if we're getting a little fast or getting a little slow, we can help it in the E-Jet. Where in the 220 you cannot.
That's what I've heard.
Obviously, these screens are amazing on the 220. You zoom out. I mean, you click a spot on the map and you say, "I want to go there." Make it a waypoint, and the airplane will go there. You know, and if you we'll decide between each other, if we like it, we'll go confirm, we'll go execute. I'll just cancel it off for right now. Or we could click the airport and we can click a series of waypoints around.
Yeah.
And that's how we used to land at Provo, but we recently got some nice new arrival and departure charts for there that work pretty nice. But this part of the airplane is pretty amazing. There are definitely some things I would change, but I'm really very happy with the cup holders, so I just
Yeah.
keep complaining.
Typical Airbus. Not technically Airbus, but close
Yeah,
enough.
it's the cannabis.
Yeah. Cannabis. Yeah. I have a former flight instructor that now flies the E190 for JetBlue now. He was with GoJet on the CRJ7, but now he's on the 190 with JetBlue, and he loves it.
Yeah, I flew the 7s and the 9s. That's a cool airplane.
Yeah.
So, sorry, we're actually trying to do some work while you're chatting. I hope you don't mind.
No, go for it. Yeah. Going back down to SNA.
Back this in.
Hell yeah. How's that looking so far?
Pardon?
How's that looking so far?
Oh, yeah, easy. We've been running back and forth today and yesterday, so no surprises. So kind of our home turf.
Awesome. So you're primarily doing the West Coast runs?
This week, we gotta do lots of kinds. We gotta go to Washington, D.C., upstate New York, Charleston, Norfolk, Orlando, Dallas, Texas, Phoenix, Arizona.
A little bit of everything, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You get to do it all.
Yeah. And then one more thing.
Yes, sir.
When I took you guys back in 2021, they had a thing for dad jokes.
Okay.
Not to put you on the spot, but what do you got?
Well, let's see. Sometimes sometimes our dispatchers will give us one.
Oh, really?
What kind of fish do penguins catch at night?
Tell me.
Starfish.
Starfish.
There you go.
Nice meeting you, bro.
Heck yeah.
Have a nice
Awesome, man.
Nice afternoon.
Have a good one. Thanks again.
And as convenient as that, we're right out. What a breeze. Alright, that is us down in Ogden. Pretty small and simple, yet really cool terminal we have here. With this whole outside bit with the benches, tables, and the little walkway to the aircraft and the terminal. For now, it's like 35 degrees, so maybe not ideal for now. But if it's nicer out, maybe in the spring or summer, then it's nice for waiting for your flight, waiting to board, or waiting for your ride out of here. But other than that, inside the terminal, it gives off really strong EAS airport vibes. I don't think this is an EAS airport, but it might be. I'm not sure. Breeze does serve some EAS communities, but I don't think this is included in one of them. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Is this an EAS airport or not? Inside, you have a bit of a cafe area, as well as some tidbits on sort of the surrounding area. And a bunch of GA traffic too. You got that, probably some Cessna taken off there for GA. But my final thoughts on Breeze today, I thought it did pretty good for itself. My one complaint is just the Wi-Fi not working and not being reliable. But that's going to be the case on pretty much any airline. Any for-service airline, any legacy airline, it's going to be the same on like United, Polaris, Delta One, whatever American flagship. The Wi-Fi is going to be there, but 99% it's going to work. But you got that 1% that it's probably not going to work. So it's not going to guarantee to work 100% of the time. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next airline. Bye for now.